Hey, there's a thought for you guys. For those people that really actually have that warrior eye and spirit, go be with the Lord. Because I can guarantee you, you'll actually find out what is worth fighting for. And you know, if you're one of those that actually have that honor, and you do care about honor, knowing what the good fight is and actually fighting for it. And I understand that a lot of people say they submit themselves to the Lord, but here's the question. Are you willing not only to just submit yourself to the Lord, but submit yourself to the war? Are others worth it? So, I asked the Lord at one point to know what it was like for those that ended up taking the mark of the beast. And he ended up showing me, and those people, they do walk around with this thought process that they are God, or a God. And you know what? That's probably the closest part to reality that they have. The Lord said they are gods, but guess what? It is delusional on top of it, because you aren't without the Lord either anyway. You're His kids. The only reason why you end up being gods at all is because of Him to start with. He made us in His image. In that whole area, you can take what's reality and what's not reality. And you can take those lies and those delusions and you can put it down on earth, and you can think that you're actually living something that's real, and it's not. It's not at all. It's a lot like what's going on in this world. And what is going on in this world is literally a reflection of the Spirit. When you actually see what's in the Spirit and what's going on there, you know what's going on out here. When you know what's going on out here, you know what's going on in the Spirit. The natural world reflects what's going on in the Spirit. Those people, you know, it's like we look at this, the way of man's looking is wrong. I mean, we look at death. Not only do people run around glorifying it in theaters, and by the way, vampirism is also glorifying a spirit of death. Whether you realize it or not, that is a spirit of death. I got plagued with one of those when I was a kid too. I used to say Melena. Anyways, God's awesome, because He actually sent me someone that actually was named Melena. I was actually a sister in Christ. So, took a bad thoughts and memories of something that I used to look at when I was younger, or how I ended up having something attached to me, to actually taking that name and turning it into something that's good. Someone that I could actually honor. So that was cool. So, man thinking that death is stronger than life, that's a joke. I think that was a joke. If you didn't realize that it was a joke, it's a joke. You know, it's another issue is what do you think is worth something? You know, that's the other thing. A lot of us sit down here and we think that certain things are worth something and they're not. I mean, look at the way we look at money. How we look at money. Money is a joke. Nothing is worth anything without you actually taking it and accepting it as worth something. If you do not see it as worth something, it isn't. If you don't look at something and take it knowing that someone else is going to find it worth something, it isn't worth anything. That's the only thing that money has any value of, is the simple fact that not only will you take it, but you know someone else will take it for their works, their labors, and their property. But guess what? That money isn't worth anything. It's paper. Look, you know, you don't actually hit what's reality. And you know, that's one of the biggest fights. Is actually holding on to what's God's reality. What is reality? What's the real reality? Guess what? We're not living it down here very well. So, anyways. If you're wondering if I'm free yet, I'm not. I gotta change this video, I think. Yes, I do.